Ruin a video game using one single letter. We've been here before, and the answers never get any better. You are allowed to add, remove, or change one letter in a video game title, and the worst, most cursed answer wins. Let's begin, shall we? Yakuza, the dong of life. What a way to begin. Truly, ringing the dong that signifies the start of this video. How do we always get onto dongs so quickly? Well, I suppose if there was ever a series to dongify, it would be Yakuza. It's already full of dongs, nutshots, and fully grown men in their nappies, so hey, who's gonna say no to a few more dongs in this series? I'll give this one 5 big dongs. Mike Tyson's Munch Out. Now, not only is this one good because the word munch is just objectively hilarious, but it just reminds me of this image that floats into my life every 3 months or so, and I'll just let it speak for itself. Mikey boy, you have done very well on this one. You win because we all want to have a little munch on you. Look, I always try to keep these videos light-hearted, and I definitely try to start them light-hearted, but there's no avoiding the darkness that is Untitled Noose Game. Funny, silly game about a goose. Well, the goose has started hanging everybody. If you haven't played Untitled Goose Game, it's a game where you play as a goose and absolutely terrorize a local town, and I've got to be honest, Untitled Noose Game sounds less threatening than the war crimes you can enact as a goose in the original. Seriously, look at this guy. He needs to be trialed for violations of the Geneva Convention. This goose in particular is so infamous that I own this for some reason. It's like a hieroglyph that shows how awful and horrible the acts of the goose are. You know what? That can just live up there for the rest of the video. The Last of Us. Now, this is either a virtual novel dating game, or one of those games that's definitely not on my Steam wishlist. To be honest, this could also be an alternate title for The Last of Us Part 2. You know, you remember. The director of the game self-inserted himself to have one of those scenes with Abby. He's a pretty weird guy, you should look into it. Neil. Max Payne is a dark series with some bleak themes. Justice, morality, the weight of a soul. And when you combine that with some amazing storytelling, gory gameplay, and just a general gritty feel to it, you get a game that's so real, yet you don't think it could get any more dark. And then this name, Tax Payne, comes along and reminds you that you owe half of your money to the government for next to no reason at all, and it doesn't get any more bleak than that. To be honest, if this carries on, I'm gonna crash out to the level Max Payne does. Super Mario 69. Nice. On the Nintendo 69. Nice. Dark Fowls. Someone's been on the Guinness, you know, because Guinness is dark, and when you drink it, and when you drink a lot of it, your poo goes dark, doesn't it? Octopath Graveler. I'm very happy to see some love for the underrated heroes of the gaming community. Ladies and gentlemen, no one's favourite Pokemon, Graveler, is getting his own adventure. Who else up? Graveling right now. Graveler Sweep. I mean, what isn't there to love about this guy? He's just a big ball of rocks. He can learn self-destruct. That's it, but he's awesome, trust me. Or alternatively, Octopath Graveler could be a name of the new Animal Crossing game, because I've spent countless hours laying pavements in a virtual village. Hours I will never get back. Tom Nook does not forgive. Dragon Ball Fighters, but without the Z. This is horrible. This disgusts me. It feels like something integral is missing, something important to the identity of the game. Before it was very clearly Dragon Ball Z, and now it's just Dragon Balls. What's the point of that? Dragon Balls? Dragon these balls across your mama's face, yes! Come on! Uncharted? More like Uncharted, and I've got to admit, that's brilliant, I love this. Uncharted. It just rolls off the tongue so well. I think we should start using this in everyday life, and I've come up with a definition. I think this should be when you're on the toilet, and let's just say it's a big one. You're fighting for your life. Maybe it's dark. Maybe you've had a Guinness. And after you've been in the trenches, absolutely fighting to create excrement from your body, and you go to have a wipe, and it's just nothing there? That should be the process of uncharting. You have uncharted. You are a winner. It was clean. Well done, sir. There is no better feeling than what I have dubbed uncharted. Put it in the dictionary right now. I don't want payment, just your admiration. Street Fighter 3 Third Stroke. Now, I can't reflect the thoughts and opinions of the author. I don't know what they meant by stroke. Maybe Ryu is having a genuine medical stroke, in which case, someone go help him. Or, just maybe, he's having the other kind of stroke. And as the self-proclaimed one-stroke wonder myself, I think it's time we appreciate the wonders of modern Street Fighter. It is so crazy that Fatal Fury characters are in Street Fighter. Yeah, there's loads of important and historical factors, and this is such a crazy thing to happen that has ushered in a new era of fighting games. But more importantly, Chun-Li and Mai Shiranui are in the same game.
They're just phenomenal to watch. And people try and make comparisons of who's better, etc. Just enjoy them, man.
We truly are in the best timeline. Danganronpa. As one of the last standing original Danganronpa fans in the world, I agree with this. This is 100% correct. That's my wife. Left for Red. She certainly left me on red. And apparently it gets even funnier when you turn it to Left for Bread, because that's what my dad did. Half-Wife. The process of getting a divorce simulator. I didn't realise you could have half a wife in the process of getting a divorce. I thought it was quite a binary thing. You either have a wife, or you don't. But clearly, according to this, I was in the wrong, and you slowly lose wife status throughout the divorce. Do you lose like a little bit of wife every week? Every day? Is there a certain amount of time? Is there a progress bar? Is there a health bar? Do you have to defeat your wife to divorce them? Look, this one's a little different, but I'm going to allow it because it's still gaming based. Someone has turned Game of the Year, GOTW, to GOTW Gooner of the Year, and clearly the two biggest candidates in this category is Overwatch 2 and Marvel Rivals, truly two goats of the game. And I say one more time,
just enjoy them, man.
It is crazy. Marvel Rivals stole Overwatch's whole flow, bar for bar, word for word. I ain't talking about gameplay. I know this is changing loads of letters, but I just wanted an excuse to get this video in the video. And since I wrote this video, they added Emma Frost to Marvel Rivals. I guess someone has won the award. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Kinks. And yeah, fair enough, you do you. If you want to have two at once, if you want to dual wield Kinks, go Kinks akimbo? Why not, man? It's completely up to you. This is a non-judgment channel. You do you. Have two at once. Order 2 meals. Main 2 characters. It's time to duel. Kingdom Hearts. 358 over 2 days. Yep, that's the actual name of the game. It's the third one, by the way. The fourth one's called Kingdom Hearts 2. It's complicated. Becomes Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 lays. And I know who's playing that many lays. I know who is getting laid that many times in the Kingdom Hearts universe. It is none other than the man himself, Goofy Goof. I mean, just look at him. He's just so chill with it. You know he got Riz. You know he's getting laid 358 over 2 times. You know it. Have you seen how clean his dap is? Unbelievable scenes from Goofy. Right, we have a comment where someone posted a full list of ruined video games. Someone has too much time on their hands. But I'm gonna quick fire these, so hold on to the rail and keep your hands inside the car at all times because we're about to speed up. Gump Force. I hate this because this reminded me that Jump Force is an actual game that exists. Guilty Rear. Considering the amount of ass being thrown around in Guilty Gear Strive, this is probably an accurate name. Like how the average cup size in the game is an F. And if you include the women, it goes down. Oh, I don't know if I can say that without getting demonetized. All I can say is that Paper Mario deserves to go to prison for a long, long time. Dank souls. Whatever happened to the word dank? It feels like one day we just stopped using dank. It used to be the most common word on the internet. Dank memes. What happened to dank memes? I mean, both words aren't even in use anymore. Kids these days don't even use the word memes. It's brain rot, which is ridiculous. Learn your history and respect it. Cumhead. Jesus Christ. That's the level we've hit. Is that where we are now? Cumhead. Poor little guy. Cuphead didn't deserve this. He's so sweet. He's so innocent. But you've given him Cumhead. You people really push me to my limit. And I will continue to make these videos because they're fun. Call of Booty. Now this one really speaks to me. I am an OG Call of Duty fanboy. I really liked the games, and it's really sad to see them get progressively worse and progressively less like Call of Duty every year. The aesthetic has just gone off a fence. The skins they're putting in just don't suit COD, and it's not the type of thing I want from this series. Black Ops 2 looks so clean, but now they've ruined it, and I just don't want to buy it. But I feel it's like Pandora's box, adding skins to COD. Once you've added them, you can't take them out. So I think, let's just go the full hog. Call of Booty. Give Ghost a BBL. Do you want $1 million? Give Ghost a BBL. The girlies love Ghost. The gays love Ghost. You're gonna make some money if you give him some big clapping cheeks. Slap it on the cover and watch the checks come in. Untitled Moose game. That's a lot more fun than the Noose one. To be honest, I'd play this. I want a series of games where instead of a goose, you're various different animals, and I think Moose is probably one of the funniest ones. I mean, if a moose walked in here right now, I'd be terrified. I'd shit myself. Then again, the bar's so low, I'm scared of every animal on the planet, but a moose is probably near the top of that. Just running terror over a town or a village as a big-ass moose running through windows and shit. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think the Goose people have made another game since Untitled Goose Game, and they're really missing out. Make it a series! Give me loads of animals! Untitled Goldfish Game, let me cause some chaos! Blood porn. Yeah, the original game's so good it might as well be. Considering that the chances of a proper sequel or even a PC port of Bloodborne at this point is impossible, why not just make it an X-rated parody? It's like giving Ghost a BBL, you know? If we can't go back to what was brilliant, let's just take an insane direction with it. I mean, I'm so starving for Bloodborne content at this point that I genuinely take this. So, From Software, if you want someone to help you make the Bloodborne porn parody, I'm right here. I'll fund it myself, I'll direct, I'll do it all. Parappa the Fapper. You're disgusting. I hate you. How dare you do that to an absolute treasure that is Parappa the Rapper. I love Parappa, and have you noticed that we haven't had a Parappa the Rapper game since 2001? That's so long. But, since that game, everything has just gone downhill in the world. Parappa the Rapper was our anchor being, and without him, the world is progressively getting worse, and you dare insult him like that. You gotta believe, man. You gotta believe. Catherine to Quaffrin. And when you think about it, Q is kind of the third C sound. You've got C, K, and Q. They're all kind of similar. Yeah, it doesn't really work. It's kind of cursed. Quirst. But to be fair, I guess it works. Works. We have had God of Wax, God of Wap, God of Pa, God of Lore. We have had everything with this series. It's so adaptable into this format, so it would be terrible to make a video without another one. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you this video's iteration, God of Car. Hocus pocus, there's a Kratos on your focus. Changing an O to an E gives us Sonic herpes. I wish I didn't have eyes and ears. Football Manager becomes Foosball Manager. And if I could genuinely have any of these games actually made, it would probably be this one. Hear me out. It's kind of like making a sequel to Goose Game called Moose Game and they can just do every animal. I think we should just start doing a game as in-depth as Football Manager for every sport, even silly ones. You know, just kind of like a wacky simulation game where you just manage a team of foosball players. I think it's silly. And you don't have to take it as seriously as Football Manager. All these like simulation games where you do silly things, think like Schedule 1 or that one where you're collecting mascots. I think there's a market for this. So if any game developers are watching this, you can have this idea for free. Just put a big picture of me in it. This one here. Sex. Enter the gecko. This is Gex, the gecko. Isn't he just sex already? Look at this guy. Take a look at this hunk. Sex personified. We got another list, so I'm going to round these up quickly again. Microsoft Fight Simulator. Ever wondered if you can make Lorraine Kelly fight Godzilla? Microsoft have you hooked up. Elden Ding. This annoying ding sound effect plays every time you die. God damn it, is it irritating. The Switcher 3. I'm assuming this is just a version of Witcher 3 that runs absolutely awfully. Switch 1, I wish you were better. Watch this video to find out why. Spider Can. So you're using your one letter to turn Spider-Man into Spider-Can, when turning Pepsi Man to Pepsi Can was right there. Assassin's Breed, I wish they did, my friend, I wish they did. Pokemon, no. There are no Pokemon. There's nothing. Nothing at all. This is just walking. It's just a really bad version of Google Maps. With eggs. What do the eggs hatch into? Nothing. This is not Pokemon Go. Table 2. By God, there's not just one table. There's 2 of them. Donkey Bong. I have no idea how I've never thought of this. I want a damn Donkey Bong. Check this out. This goes raw. This goes crazy. Every person on the planet needs a novelty bong, and the Donkey Bong is the bong for me. And if that image isn't the note to end on, I don't know what is.